Okay, guys. My name is Al Powell. My co-host Rani here. We have this Zoom every single Sunday. It's been like clockwork. It's coming up on 2 years. The repetition of doing the same thing over and over and over. We may have a lot less people on this call tonight, and I'm gonna tell you why. I sent out a message today, and it said, "Leaders call 5 p.m. Pacific time today." You know how many people responded back to me? Say, hey, can I get on this call? Can I send this to my team? You're all considered leaders in my eyes, unless you prove otherwise. Only you can determine whether or not you are a leader by your actions. That's what determines who the leaders are. Al and Rani cannot decide whether or not you guys are leaders. We have a leaders call every Sunday, and it's for every single one of you who consider yourselves a leader. You have heard me say this many, many times about how important it is for your team to view you as their leader, not Al and Ronnie Powell. Very, very important for your team to view you as their leader. And that all boils down to one thing: your actions. Now, let me say this. And one thing about me, we have a filtering system in place. Sometimes people filter themselves out of the business. And all I do is just simply give simple instructions, such as leaders call today at 5 p.m. Well, if you received that message today and you didn't show up today, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? You're telling me that you are not a leader and that this Zoom tonight was not meant for you. Am I right or wrong? In other words, the ones who didn't show up tonight because they looked at that text and they questioned whether or not they were a leader or not, they filtered themselves out of the information tonight. We share some wonderful information every single week. We want all of you to grow in the business with us. Very, very important. Growth creates wealth in this line of business. It's all about growth. One thing for certain, either you're growing or you're dying in this business. No other way to look at it. Either we growing or we dying in the business. You know, when I say it was a busy day today, it was a busy day. Transactions that carried over from yesterday, I had to finish off today. I can't leave someone hot over the weekend. The order is not finished until every bit of the transaction takes place. And I know if you're excited that you have a new member, and I had to tell you that, hey, your person can't go in the system until Monday, and then Monday roll around, and that person gets buyer's remorse, and all of a sudden, Margie, that person call you and say, well, I changed my mind. You know, it's taking too long for me to get in the system. How would you feel if Al and Ronnie said, well, you know, I'm off on Sundays. I couldn't do that on a Sunday. It was too late on Saturday night, so I couldn't do it on Sunday. I had to wait till Monday, and in the interim, your person got cold feet and changed their mind. See, for a brand new distributor leaders, they don't want to hear no excuses. They don't want to hear no excuses at all. All they want to hear is that, well, hey, Al helped accommodate me and helped me close my deal, and the deal wasn't closed until that person is totally in the system. And we know, and what I'm talking about on the financing side of this, we know everybody don't have access to the finance. But we know that we have to show a sense of urgency on everything we do. We have to show a sense of urgency. And the reason we have to show a sense of urgency is because of this. Everyone comes out the gate excited, but no one is going to really be excited because here's what happened when a new distributor joined our team. When a new distributor joined the team, that person, the more time that lapsed between that person joining the business and actually seeing a paycheck, it will lessen their chance for success. It lessens their chance for success. Let me say that again. I want to make sure we're crystal clear on this. The more time that lapses between a new distributor getting started and that new distributor seeing their first paycheck, it will lessen their chance for success. I've seen that over and over. This past week, what I started doing, I started reaching out to some teammates that I knew had earned commissions. Because I can look at how much money they spend and how many products they purchase, and I can have a rough estimate on how much commission was generated. I want you to imagine someone coming into business Susan, can you hear me okay now? Just let me know.
Now I can, yes, thank you.
Okay, I think my internet here got interrupted. So what I was saying is that when I see a person with several $1,000s in commission, but yet they never withdrew it, what it tells me, they had no idea there was any commission even sitting there. And here's what I want you to do for all of you. Everyone on your team, go back to them. Let them know they have commission there. Withdraw the commission. Maybe they will be a bit more excited about this opportunity if they know they have commission there and all they have to do is put in a request to withdraw it. Do you remember your very first time that you withdrew a commission check from CsAM? Wasn't it exciting? But if someone is sitting there, and I had this happen this week with several people got excited and they start referring people because they had no idea there was commissions there. I had one person tell me, they say, Al, how in the world did that happen? They spent $20,000 on merchandise, and because they bought the merchandise, they made an assumption that they were not entitled to commission. Think about that. So now I tell them how much commission was sitting there, and they were floored. Matter of fact, they were on vacation in Las Vegas. And matter of fact, one of them almost cried like a baby because I shared with them that there was commission there. And I said, just withdraw it. Even if you don't need the money, just withdraw it because your belief level would go through the roof. Just withdraw it. Then you know that this opportunity is real. Very, very important. All of you guys on here tonight, you're leaders. I commend you. Constant communication with your team is so critical for your overall success. You have to be willing to reach out to your teammates, lean forward, become the men and women and leaders that you are. So important. Lean forward, make sure, let your team know that, hey, you're here for them. I let everybody know I'm here for them, and I am. I do my very best to make sure that I accommodate anyone who reaches out to me. I'll do my best to accommodate them because this is about team, not me. It's not just about me. I mean, if it was just about me, I could sit right here in my living room and make a six-figure income, no problem. But it's also about reaching out to those who need that assistance and making yourselves available when they need you during those critical moments in their business. Very, very important. Couple of things we need to talk about tonight. Very, very, very important. So I want you to pay attention very, very closely. I'm going to hand it over to Rani. I'm going to share a screen here so that you need a screen, right?
Not really.
Let me know.
I don't need it.
You don't? Okay. We don't need the screen share, she's saying, so I'm not going to pull it up there. But there have been some adjustments. And leaders, being leaders, we should all be able to adjust and move and accommodate our teams whenever. I want to say this before I hand it over to Rani. We have a great company here. You know what makes us a great company? All of us who are on this Zoom tonight. We can make it a great company, or we can make it a not so great company. We make it a great company by the leadership here. Because again, guys, the company creates an environment whereby we can win at this, in a big, big way. But it's up to you and I to go out and build the team. It's up to us. So the effort you put into your business would never, ever go unnoticed. I know who's doing what. And believe me, no one's effort in this business would go without being acknowledged and noticed. Everyone. So on that note, I'm going to hand it over to Rani, and we want to make sure that all of you get firsthand information to take back to your teams, okay? Rani, you want to pick it up from there, and let's just talk about some exciting things.
Always exciting to be part of CsAM. Hello, everyone. Sunday evening. The day is almost ending, and we are having our training call, which is a good thing because we always want to keep you abreast of the latest updates. There's many updates that will be coming as we progress in the month of June and July. So that'll be exciting to hear that too. But in the meantime, we want to talk about financing. We are using an alternative lender, meaning we have two lenders, Snap Finance and ACMA. ACMA is the conversation I'm going to concentrate on today. How you spell ACMA is A for Apple, C-I-M-A. M for Mary, A for Apple. A-C-I-M-A, ACIMA. It's out of Utah. It's a finance company out of Utah. And of course, all of us know Snap very well. It's also a finance company. We're always looking for a number of lenders to help us out because we're growing so fast. We're growing so fast. Sometimes we feel that we need more lenders to participate with us. That's important. And so now we've started to use ACIMA moving forward. Snap is there, but at the moment, we want you to concentrate on ACIMA. All of us are concentrating on ACIMA until we tell you otherwise. Some of you may have pending forms, applications from Snap Finance. Maybe they have not signed up on the e-agreement, the electronic agreement, the DocuSign, meaning your Snap potential clients have not signed up yet. They applied for it, they were approved, but they have not done the final part. So I just wanted to know you have to hold off that in completing it. If you want to transfer them over to ACIMA, you can. And it's quite easily that can be done because all the information that you have from your client for Snap is going to be exactly the same for ACIMA. So ACIMA's lender is going to be asking for the first name, last name, address, phone number, email, routing number of the checking account, and checking account number. And also they want to know the name of the bank. You have to add a few extra things on your notes because sometimes your client may give you the information over the phone. So you may have to be a little bit more diligent and ask them the name of the bank that they are working with. And when they give you the routing number and checking account, some of us never ask, oh, may I have your routing number and checking account? Because Snap or ACIMA will be taking the monies out of your monthly, taking the monies from your account monthly on a monthly basis. But we never bother about asking them the name of the bank. It's not necessary for us to know those details. Well, for ACIMA, you need to know the name of the bank, whether it's a credit union, a bank, whatever form of system they use to get a checking account from. That's the institution. We need to know the name of that institution. Next thing we need to have is also a picture of the driver's license. The reason being, CsAM is wanting to upload that picture so that we have record of the client. And also ACIMA is asking for the driver's license number, the number that represents the state that they are from. So we need the driver's license number. That's what we need. And then the state that the driver's license is issued. So that's an additional information you need. Next thing that you're needing is that there is a processing fee when it comes to ACIMA, applying for ACIMA. Some of you may be raising your eyebrows right now and say, oh no, Snap is not like that. Please do not compare one lender to the next. We are so appreciative that lenders are helping us and letting us have the solution when someone is looking to purchase our products and at the moment they can't because of lack of finances, or they just feel that they may be not wanting to do it right now. But if we recommend them that we have financing available, you sort of see them light up. They're excited. They're happy to hear that. And the first thing they'll ask, can I pay it within a short window? Is there finance charge? That's the first thing they'll ask. And the answer is yes. With ACIMA, you can pay it off in 90 days, or it's going to be a 12-month lease. It's going to be 90 days, a 12-month lease. You can take the entire 12 months and break your payments in 12 months, or pay it off in 90 days with no financing. So when you pay off in 90 days, there's no financing. Now, mind you, we don't want to stress everyone to pay it off in 90 days. Some of them may not be able to. Maybe the loan amount that they received was higher than they expected, and they decide to use all of it, $4,000, $5,000, whatever it may be, because they realize that they love the products. People have been talking about the products, They have done their research, and some of them even may have come to the local office and gone to the showroom, laid down and tried everything. So they're completely convinced they want it. And we want them to have the products because that's what we do. We are helping humanity at large with our CsAM products, regards to sleep deprivation and everything else in between that's happening with their bodies. And we strongly feel with the holistic nature of the way our whole product line has been created, it's just amazing that they're seeing results so quickly. The testimonials are proving that constantly. So we feel very good about it. So going back to ACMA, so these are some of the documents that we need. It's the driver's license, ID number, the driver's license state, the picture of the driver's license. Now, you're not limited to just the picture of the driver's license, meaning a driver's license document. It could be any form of government ID. So if you have a military ID, no problem. So all of those things are okay. So do not feel that you're limited to just a driver's license. Some people don't drive. They may have a state ID. That's acceptable, okay? We're trying to make it very easy for all of you. So now in regards to the processing fee, there's a $20 processing fee for California residents, and there's a $50 processing fee for residents from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, every state may have a different processing fee charge. I'm not familiar with all the states just yet, but these two states I am familiar. This processing fee is not part of your loan, simply meaning you will only be charged the processing fee once you agree on the, well, I should rephrase this. Once you sign up on the e-agreement, the electronic agreement, the DocuSign, yes, I'm happy I received $2,000, $4,000, $5,000. Yes, I'm going to purchase this many products. Yes, the salesperson for ACMA, either it can be you or me or whoever you're working with, let's put the order in. I want a pillow, I want a topper, I want this, I want that. It came up to $3,000. I agree. Yes, I'm going to sign off on the loan agreement. They receive the loan agreement, they sign off, and then, only then, they are charged the $20 fee. Okay? Not if you fail or did not get approved for ACMA financing, or if you're still deciding, or just because you're going to prove we charge you. Not at all. We are not going to do that. We're only going to do that when you're completely in agreement between the two parties, the person helping you with the application and with ACMA, with how they are giving you information about their monthly payment, how many days you can pay it off, and the breakdown of the payment, and exactly everything that ACMA is providing you on their part. Okay? I just want you to know that. So do not feel that they're charging you because they're making money from you. No, they're only going to do that when they provide the service that's completed by you initially. You're saying yes, yes, from the beginning of the application when you give the bits and pieces of information to the very end, signing off on the loan agreement, agreeing to all the terms, and then there will be a link sent to you on your cell phone whereby you will input your debit card or credit card to pay that fee, that processing fee, so one-time fee. If you are applying under Mary Jane and your card says Mary Jane Leon, maybe the last name is Leon, okay? Mary Jane Leon, for example. But you gave me on your driver's license, Mary Jane. There was no Leon, but your debit card or credit card that's attached to your bank institution says Mary Jane Leon. So now we're in a quandary. You have a Leon here on your card, but your first and last name on your driver's license doesn't have that name. For the processing fee to go through, it has to be exactly the name on the debit or credit card. So some of you are going to be salespeople with ACMA. So you have to understand, looking at the driver's license doesn't mean that is the same name they have on their debit or credit card that they're going to use. So I would like you to feel confident that the card, driver's license, the driver's license ID, and the card should be the same name. Use the name that's on the debit or credit card for your application, okay? Because you've done a lot of work going through the whole application, inputting in all the information, and then they sign off on it. They give you a card, it's not going through. And then you're wondering why. And the lady is telling you, or the person is telling, I have plenty of money in my bank. $20 is no problem. I know there's enough sufficient funds in my account to charge the $20, but it's not going to go through. It's not being approved because the names are not matching on the application of a CsAM, and then the debit card is not matching. So make sure that you are very diligent in looking at the driver's license name or whatever ID they give you with the debit credit card name. Make sure it's exactly the same. Now, mind you, if the wife is applying for a CsAM and the name wasn't put in properly, or even if the name, everything was input properly, let's go that route. Everything is done properly. Now the $20 is being charged under Mary Jane Leon. It didn't go through. So now she said, oh my goodness, yes, I forgot. You know, my checking account is overdrawn. I forgot I'm getting paid and they haven't put the money in yet. Whatever it may be, it's fine. So now the husband or significant other or someone around them says, here, use my card. No problem. Take the $20. No can do. Cannot. It has to be the person who applied with a CsAM. Nobody can help, even though you're willingly wanting to help. Cannot. So I do not want you to put so much time and effort without having those documents matching up. If they're exactly on the driver's license and the debit card's exact same name, plus, great. Go on and fill up application. If there's a name difference between the debit credit card and the driver's license, because sometimes some people are not able to understand the name of a person when they're saying it on the phone. They have to spell it out, which is great. Or you may say, please send me a picture ID with your name on it. Then you're able to just pretty much copycat whatever is there on the application form. But somehow or other, you're not able to get anything, and they right away send you both debit card or credit card, one or the other, and a picture ID. Take both, and now you compare it yourself. Look at it carefully. Very important. Okay? That's one step. Number two step, we are filling up the form. You as a salesperson for your client for a CsAM, and for whatever reason, the address is input incorrectly, and you have gone to the next page. Can you go back to the previous page and change the address? No, cannot. You cannot change it. Only the home office of a CsAM can look at that. But you could be doing this late in the evening, after hours, when a CsAM is closed, and you're excited and you're wanting to finish that transaction, right? We all feel that way. We're so happy when somebody calls and say, hey, I'm ready to make a purchase. And you're trying to do your best. And somehow or other, there's a slip up. You know, it happens all day long. It's not your fault. It just happens. So now you have to wait till the next day for the home office to pick up the phone and help you out. So I just want you to know, be very careful in inputting the name of everything that you see that's given to you, the name, the address, the phone number, the social, the birthday, everything else has been done really carefully. Do not rush. You're fine. The form is simple. It's not difficult. It's acema.com. It's a general portal. But if you are a salesperson with us and you have been given the privilege of being a salesperson for your team, now you have a business portal login, which is good for you to have. Because now you can help your client input the information for them. Because there's an option there that you can help sign them up. There's an option there, you can send them a link. You can text them a link by inputting their cell phone number. So, but some people prefer you to do it for them because they may not have the right type of computer to do this or that, or cell phone, or, so they may say, just help me. And they like that. So you help them. Please be aware that you can help them to input the information by going to the portal, the business portal. You'll have already registered you with your user ID and your password. And right away, you can go into the portal. Very, very simple. Next, when you go into the portal, there are certain parts of the application. The link will go directly to the client. It'll go directly to the client. Okay, guys? That means that they have to have a cell phone that works, a cell phone that accepts text messages. They cannot use a landline. They cannot use a landline to give you a phone number. It has to be a working cell phone number. Otherwise, the text is not going to go to them. They need to have a cell phone number. All right? Very, very important. And it's okay if the cell phone is not theirs. It's okay. So long as the cell phone number they give us is, and they are right next to the cell phone, not a problem. So, so that's in regards to ACEMA, regards to inputting the information. It's very basic. Do not feel afraid that you have a new link to work with, a new system to work with. Not at all. It's just a couple of steps that slightly different from SNAP, but they're both just as easy with each other. They're very compatible to each other. Any questions anyone has in regards to ACEMA information that I just shared with you? Joyce Carrington. Hi, Joyce.
Hi. So when I was getting familiar with ACEMA, they do ask for income verification, unlike SNAP. And so for the people who do not have that, when are you paid? How often are you paid? Who pays you? Can we still use SNAP?
You are right about ACEMA. They're asking about information, and there's a drop-down menu asking you the kind of employment you're part of, full-time, part-time, self-employed. So the drop-down menu has the items to pick from. So there will be an answer there for you to pick from. Very easy. If somebody is already retired, now they're coming in as a customer. So there is an option there. You can say self-employed because they could be building a business down the road. Somebody who is retired or they're working part-time, just say part-time. So there's a drop-down menu on that questionnaire that Miss Joyce just brought up. And thank you, Joyce, for that. And you just choose income. You can tell from a person's description of their lifestyle in regards to, what they were doing before. Casually they'll mention something. And pretty much people make about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. That's a good gauge to put that dollar amount there. So that's not a problem. So there's a drop-down menu. You also can put that amount, actually just asking you for that amount, and you just put it in. Because SNAP is like that too. We have to put a dollar amount of income, and then the payment. How do you want ACEMA to pull your money out? Every week, every 2 weeks, once a month? Most of my clients love once a month. So usually the date that I choose is the date that I'm working with them on the application. So, so tomorrow morning is Monday. Tomorrow is June the 12th. Is tomorrow June the 12th? So I will put June the 12th. So that means a month from June the 12th, July the 12th will be their first payment. So that's how I gauge it for them, just to make it easy on them. Because some people see the money coming out too often, they're not too happy. Some people like it, they pay all their bills first, and then they look at paying everything else after the fact. So they like once a month also coming out. So just a matter of discretion at that time. Also with ACEMA, it'll ask you for the delivery date. And our delivery date is usually the same day. If it's Monday, we are doing an application on Monday, the delivery date will be Monday. If you're doing it on Tuesday, we are saying it's the same day, happen to be Tuesday, the same day, the same delivery date, because the calendar will populate on your screen. and you choose the day that you are putting in the application. Okay? That's what. Even though you're picking it up, there's only one answer, delivery. Okay? Even though you're picking it up, some people are walking into the office, the warehouse, picking it up. It's still a delivery. Okay? It's one answer, delivery. And every product is brand new. There's a question there, is it used or brand new? Every product, the answer automatically the answer is new. You have to say that as well, or it's populated already. Anything else, Joyce? Was that clear?
Yes, how do we get that? How do we sign up for that
Asima?
ability to do that for our team?
Asima, you mean becoming a salesperson?
Yes.
Yes. By all means, on Monday, send an email, support@sleepm.com, and let them know that you're interested in becoming an Asima sales rep within the SleepM system.
Okay.
Okay? So support@sleepm.com. Any other questions in regards to Asima? I think we did
Everybody got it so quickly.
I think so. Because you know why? Many of these people already are leaders, but they also have their uplines who are helping them a whole lot. So they're not worried. Hey, if you're with Snap today and Asima tomorrow, no problem. And that's exactly right. You just be very fluid in regards to information that's passed on to you, and you are grasping it, you're accepting it. And then the person who's helping you to take care of the financing knows exactly what they have to do.
And even if you're not the one doing the inputting through a CsAM, you're not the what you should do as the leader though, you need to make sure you prepare your clients. And when I say prepare the client, make sure that person is committed, and it's so important for you to answer questions. That person have questions. Of course, they still can ask questions once you connect with whoever the distributor is who's putting it in. But that person is doing that application based upon that relationship that you have with them. They're making the purchase based on relationship. So again, remember, Rani, myself, or the others who may be doing the application, we don't have a relationship with that person potentially. So it's very, very important for you to have that client sold yourself. It's not necessarily, Susan's job to sell the client. We will answer questions and assist them on whatever product or products they want to purchase, but it's your job to have that person ready to make that purchase when they're referred over to us. So I thought I would throw that.
Yes, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be celebrating SleepM's 5th year anniversary, 5 years in business, since 2018 out of Canada, 2019 in the US, and the time has come that we are 5 years old. So the latter part of June, we'll be having a celebration. We'll be sharing with you information, different exciting things that our CEO will be bringing about and giving us updates on. The next thing to be aware of is our first time we'll be having our event, our year-end event for celebration, recognition, and that will take place in Las Vegas in November. So be prepared to join us in Las Vegas. It's going to be an amazing event. There'll be thousands of people there. The distance is not too far. I suppose I'm speaking for myself, right? California to Vegas, compared to some of you from the East Coast. But hopefully you can join us in November. Just be prepared, put it on the calendar. That you may be planning a trip to go to Vegas. Tell your friends and family about it. We have 6 more months before the year is ending. And Al is really good in sharing with you the timelines and the sense of urgency we should put in our business moving forward.
Yes, it's very, very important, guys, for us. Remember, this month, we're in the second quarter already. You know, we're going into the third quarter in July. And, you know, in sporting events, we always say that, you know, in the first three quarters, you know, heroes are made in the first three quarters, but legends are born in the fourth quarter. So I want all of us, we want to go all out. We want to be relentless in our business. I want every single one of you to hit a ring. You know, between now and the next quarter, we need to all make sure if you're a 6-star already, shoot for 7-star. If you're a 7-star already, let's go 8-star. If you haven't reached 6-star yet, let's go 6-star. Very, very important. We want to go all out so that we can not only finish the second quarter strong, we want to finish the third quarter strong. We want to finish the fourth quarter really, really strong. So important. We talked about this last year. You know, we was talking about how important it was, you know, in the October, November time frame. I talked about 2023 being the year of the expansion. That was going to be the year we go all out and expand all over the U.S., expand into other countries. That was going to be the year for this team to just go all out. We still, you know, can accomplish a lot between now and the end of the year. That's why I really, really want to see all of you start ranking up. It's important. Why is it important? All of us have to experience growth or some success in our business. That's why I always say 3-star is the smallest unit of success in this business. Because if I can't help you get to 3-star, 3-star is just 10 group sales. And we always say, hey, get the 3-star in your first 10 days of this business. Let's get you to 3-star. Even if we were just promoting 3-stars coming into the organization, that adds up. Because now all of a sudden, you're going to hit 4-star, you're going to hit 5-star, you're going to hit 6-star by simply making sure your people are hitting 3-star. But it's the smallest unit, and you have to make a big, big deal out of it with your people. It is a big deal because, listen, we're coming up on 2 years. I can tell you there are some people who would never go 3-star. They're never going to go 3-star. And not because they don't have the ability to do that. It's because they lose interest along the way. They lose interest along the way because they don't have an accountability partner. I know most of you on here, you're old school networkers, some of you, you know what I'm talking about. When I talk about the importance of having an accountability partner, having someone that's going to hold your feet to the fire, it's very, very important. Listen, we have to finish what we start. I know what it's like to start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. We have to finish what we start. It's so important. If we're going to do it, let's go all out and do it. But let's lock arms together. Don't leave your people to just chance it and have them feeling as if they're all alone. They're trying to achieve their goals and their dreams all by themselves. Let them know how important it is that you and them work together. And, you know, and the bottom line is that, you know, if you don't have an immediate sponsor that's willing to pick you up and help brush you off when you stumble along the way, then work your way upline. Go to the next person above and let them know, hey, you know, I need an accountability partner. So important, because this is not easy. I don't even like to use the E word. It's not easy. Someone asked me to, I'm looking at the time because someone also asked me if I would talk about the, on this call tonight, to talk about the, 1 second, let me look at my text message. The international pool bonus. So let's talk about the pool bonus, the global pool bonus, because I believe that's what you're referring to. The global pool bonus is designated for 6, 7, and 8 star. 6, 7, and 8 star are the ones who participate in this bonus. It's based upon the overall revenue of the company and is shared among those who attain the position of 6, 7, and 8 star, but not just attain the position. There are qualifiers. As a 6 star, you must have 20 sales from your team, personal and team, but there's no requirement for you to have any personals. As long as you have 20 group sales within 8 generations, now you can participate in that pool. Last quarter, it was just over $1,000, which is really, really good. So now, 7 star. Did I give the number of sales?
No,
20,
never.
20 group sales.
20.
20 group sales is what you would need within 8 generations. 20. Now, if you are 7 star, you would need 25 group sales within 8 generations, 25 group sales. So in other words, it's an additional 5 sales or 5 invoices, as we always say. The 7 star, but for this quarter for last quarter, second quarter, they received just over $800. So now, if you're a 7 star, you would have got the $1,000+ bonus. As a 6 star plus, you would get the 800+ as a 7 star.
There are 6,
And
7, and 8. 3
Yes.
parts.
So right now I'm talking 6 and 7. So now let's talk about 8 star. All of you want to get to 8 star also. Yeah, it takes time, but everybody will get there eventually. So what's going to happen as an 8 star? All it is an additional 5 sales. So it's 20, 25, 30 sales for the 8 star. Now the 8 star, if I remember correctly, I believe it was just over 2,800. I believe it's just over 2,800 as an 8 star, plus the 800 as a 7 star, plus the 1,000+ as a 6 star. In other words, 8 star get paid 3 times, 6, 7, and 8. 7 star get paid twice, 6 star, 7 star. 6 star get paid 1 time, 6 star. However, the company is so generous. If you have the ability to build multiple 6, 7, and 8 star organizations, they will pay you the global pool money for multiple positions if you go out and build it. Again, go out and build it. you will be rewarded. Okay? Okay?
Mhm.
Any questions on that whatsoever? Any questions? Jim Star, you got any questions on that?
I love that name, Gem Star. And we're talking about star, and here she's a gem star.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Gem Star.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of it.
Oh, well,
Gem Star is 3-star. Within a week, she became a
yeah,
3-star.
congratulations. You got the
Less
three-star
than,
under
yeah.
the 10-day window.
Under, yes. And very soon to 4-star. Very
Yeah,
soon.
I think she's gonna be 4-star tomorrow.
We'll see.
Good.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Anyone else want to share with us before we close out tonight? We got about 9 minutes. Miss Carrington.
So
Okay.
if someone does not get approved by ACEMA, can we then go to SNAP?
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Thank you.
Or they can do both also. You know, if they get approved at SEMA and they want more monies towards their purchases, they can apply on the other side too.
Okay. Any other questions? Anyone have? Speak up. This is when you get your questions answered so that you can kick your week off running hard. All your questions are answered and you feel good about your business coming into the new week. Anyone else got anything they want to share with us? If not, we have an upcoming trip to New York.
Huh.
We're gonna have a not
Chicago.
Chicago. New York is another month. Look, so anyone, we're gonna have a couple day window, and we will get those dates out there because I am going for another reason also to Chicago. But what we would do,
Yeah.
one
Second.
second, let me mute you guys out so that we can. So what we're gonna do, I'll put on the WhatsApp the dates that we're available to meet and greet any of your guests. And they would have to come to us because we're going to be, I'm not going to have a car while I'm there. I'm just going to be at a beautiful hotel and I can entertain your guests and introduce them to our business from the hotel lobby. And I'll give you a couple day window that I will be available to do that. And then the rest of the time, I'm going to be tied up with different family matters. What else, Rani?
That's it. And then you'll
And then, of course,
planning a trip to New York too.
we're planning a trip to New York in July. So right now, I believe the reservations is for mid-July. On
the
about,
latter part of July
you know,
until August.
yeah. So it's going to be July, few weeks. And we're already coordinating with the team on that end so that we can have a very, very productive trip. But keep in mind, during the times that we're gone to Chicago and New York, we will make ourselves available. You know, if you need us, call us on the phone. You know, we can always take a break away and take care of any issues we need to take care of while we're out of town. So don't feel as though you can't pick up the phone and call us. We will be leaving on Friday.
That's right.
This coming Friday, okay? Anyone else got anything they want to share with the team? All of you are leaders, so, you know, speak up if you got anything on your mind, any concerns?
Yes, sir. I would like to ask a question.
And who is
Okay,
this?
who is that?
This is Flor Delisa
Oh,
in
hi.
Las Vegas. Yes. I would like to know what's the business hours of ACEMA.
It's going to be 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, from 8 o'clock. Because they are Utah time. They're in Utah. So that's going to be mountain time. So they are 1 hour ahead of us, not mistaken. So it's
Okay.
morning, 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night.
okay.
California is 10 o'clock.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? If we don't have anyone else, we're going to go ahead and close out. I'm short about 5 minutes, top of the hour. I will get this recording up as soon as we get off of here. And Pastor Thompson, I look forward to meeting you
In New York?
in New York. We have a date.
Okay.
I look forward to meeting you. Thank you.
I'm
so
just
much.
wanted to know I'm here and I'm feeling good as to the information I'm getting.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
Two
you.
is better than one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. On that note, we're going to go ahead and close out this meeting. Thank you guys so much for being the leaders that you are. We meet back here on Tuesday night. Again, push to get guests on Tuesday night because that's how we grow in our business. You know, we got so many people, like Pastor Thompson is in Connecticut. Susan Hampton is all the way in Northern California. Margie, where are you located?
I'm in Texas.
Oh,
Margie's out in Texas. Karen is in, I believe, Kentucky, I believe, or Illinois. And, you know, so we got people on here from all over the country. So believe me, guys, you know, this is a lifeline to your business to plug into the training, get your guests on the Zoom. We can all grow together. It's very, very important. So on that note, no more 0 days. Let's get after this. Okay, see you guys.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, see you, Sheila.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right.
Hi, Rani.
Bye.
Oh, hi there.
Hi, Sheila.
Tom.
Hi.
Good to
I
see you.
found my mask.
Oh, great. Look at that. Look at Marilyn. The mask on the
Yeah.
forehead.
Yeah, I found it. I lost it. And then somebody showed it. And this my sign red in my own.
You'll never lose it now.